Today we'll be talking about a secret PlayStation exclusive that's in development right now. We've also got a confirmation on the next Fallout game. It was being heavily rumored yesterday, but now we have an official confirmation. On top of that, it looks like details of From Software's next title, In Shadows Die Twice, may have been leaked. And I'm gonna round out the video talking about a pair of pretty solid PlayStation deals that are available right now. More on that at the end of this video. First, let's talk about this secret PlayStation exclusive in development. Longtime developer Quentin Cobb, who was formerly at Naughty Dog and worked on Uncharted 3, 4, and The Last of Us, tweeted out this, quote, "Today was my first day as a senior game designer for Sony. I can't wait to talk about the project I'm working on and what the future holds. It's good to be back." Somebody replied asking him, "What studio are you at?" and he replied saying that it's a secret. Now, I believe Sony did recently open up a brand new studio in San Diego, so this might be attached to that. As far as what game this could be, I have no idea. We don't even know if this is a PlayStation 4 title or a PlayStation 5 title, but considering that Cobb did previously work on excellent titles such as Uncharted 3, 4, and The Last of Us, you know there's a track record in place for something special, and it's still great to see that Sony's hiring more and more people in their gaming division for the purpose of crafting brand new exclusives. This game plan has really worked out for Sony this generation, and while every exclusive can't be an absolute home run like a God of War, even having lesser tier exclusives like a Detroit Become Human, not to throw shade at that game, but God of War has a 94 on Metacritic, Detroit Become Human is sitting at a 79, it doesn't really matter as long as Sony continues to show focus in developing original IPs and new exclusives. I think fans are always going to give them a lot of credit as long as they do hit a certain threshold in quality, and so far, outside of a few bad apples, they absolutely have delivered. Moving on, the Fallout announcement is not a Fallout 3 remaster, nor a New Vegas remaster, nor is it a Fallout 5, rather it is Fallout 76, a brand new game set in the Fallout universe, and we got a teaser trailer for the game. A sign says that it's Reclamation Day, and a Pip-Boy does make an appearance throughout, and the only character shown in the trailer is wearing a blue Vault 76 suit, and wearing a Pip-Boy with a date that reads October 27, 2102. Now, the word going around is that Fallout 76 will be an online game of some sort. Kotaku reported that, and then Polygon also said the game will feature multiplayer. A press release sent out by Bethesda said Fallout 76 is in development at Bethesda Game Studios for PS4, Windows PC, and Xbox One. Now, obviously, with E3 just right around the corner, this is probably going to be the big game that they're focusing on. And by the way, Jason Schreier, the news editor at Kotaku, specifically said, quote, "From what I've heard, Fallout 76 is an online game of some sort developed by Bethesda Game Studios in both Maryland and Austin." That was formerly Battlecry. We covered that a little while ago. Jason Schreier also added that he did not say that this is an MMO. He just knows it's not strictly single player. Now, them doing another MMO would be kind of surprising considering they already have a major MMO out right now in The Elder Scrolls Online. I would be surprised if they also made a big budget MMO in the Fallout universe. Why divide up your user base with multiple MMOs like that? I just don't think that's a good idea. But if you do include some sort of multiplayer aspect, if it's say something like Borderlands, I think that's something a lot of gamers can get behind. And hopefully with this title, we still have the option of playing the game solo and still getting a quality experience, and online is just icing on the cake. Again, E3 is right around the corner. Bethesda is gonna have their own press conference. We already heard that Bethesda's press conference might be the biggest one that they've ever done. So with Fallout 76 now officially confirmed, this is probably gonna be that big game that Bethesda is gonna show off. Obviously, we also have titles like Rage 2 to be looking forward to, and I'm sure they've got some other announcements up their sleeve. Moving on from that, From Software has been rather quiet since the release of Dark Souls 3. We do know that they are working on a couple of projects, namely one project that's known currently as Shadows Die Twice. According to a post on 4chan, the project is said to be somewhat similar to Dark Souls, quote, in gameplay and atmosphere, but will be different by being, quote, a lot more open and not having the clear level boss design. And it's said to have a more directly told story drawing inspiration from both Bloodborne and From Software's old PS2 game, Kuon. The game is also said to be more vicious and brutal, having skills, different melee weapons, passives, and magic, but it won't have endless upon endless amounts of skill trees. It also touts big Diablo-style attacks, trick weapons with up to 3 forms, others having 2, and there are many weapons that are always two-handed or two-part. The game is said to not feature sidearms or shield, and there will be a unique counter ability. Now, these are a lot of absolute specifics, so I find there to be some sort of legitimacy to it, and 4chan has been pretty accurate with recent posts. I don't really want anyone to take this as gospel at this point, but it is something to be excited for. From Software is one of the most renowned studios in gaming today. They've really exploded in mainstream popularity after the release of the Souls franchise and Bloodborne. They're one of the mainstays in terms of game development studios, but of course they've also done titles like Armored Core, a personal favorite of mine. Even though those games weren't perfect, I'd love to see them make another title in that franchise as well, and I'm sure they're working on multiple titles right now, this Shadows Die Twice project just being one of them, but by the sounds of it, this sounds like the major title that they're working on. So take it as rumor for now, but hopefully we hear more soon. Finally, I want to take a look at a pair of great PlayStation deals available right now, one hardware related and one on a game. First, let's take a look at the game. Yakuza 6 The Song of Life Essence of Art Edition is already down to $40 at Amazon. To be exact, it's down to $39.53. And this is the Essence of Art Edition, which also includes a hard art book packaging, which is pretty cool. And that features more than 20 artworks from the Yakuza community. Some cool stuff there. And just the fact that you're getting the game $20 off, this is a very recent release. The game came out just a little over a month ago, and it was a very good game. However, it released right around the time of God of War, and I know the majority of you guys with a PlayStation 4 probably went with the route of checking out God of War instead of Yakuza 6 The Song of Life, and I really can't blame you for that. Yakuza 6 is a great game, but God of War really turned out to be a masterpiece of a game. Yakuza 6, however, still a great game. Would highly recommend you to check it out, and $20 off is a significant discount for a game that's only a month old. And finally, if you can't hold out until the PlayStation Days of Play sale for a PlayStation VR, Newegg has actually got a flash deal for a PlayStation VR. 33% off the base headset is down to $199.99. $200 flat for a PlayStation VR headset is pretty good, given the fact that I was one of the people that bought this headset at launch, and back then it was a whopping $400, and that wasn't even 2 years ago. So now that it's down to $200, half of that price, that is pretty insane. PSVR still doesn't have a stacked lineup of games, but there are some pretty cool titles like Skyrim VR. Farpoint's a pretty solid first-person shooter. Riggs Mechanized Combat League is a pretty good multiplayer game. Gran Turismo Sport ain't bad. Resident Evil 7 is a pretty cool horror experience, and it does look like Sony is committed to PSVR as a platform, and that's pretty surprising because a lot of the time Sony will release a brand new platform and then give up on it rather quickly. Cough, cough, PlayStation Vita. But with PSVR, it looks like they are in this for the long term. So $200 flat, not a bad deal. We'll leave links to both of those deals in the description box down below.
Devastating effect. Once again, pilots ruled the field, knowing their melee attacks would disable power distribution systems and cancel any overdrive. Its impulse launcher and cannon are highly effective at protecting the goal, either up close.
That is going to conclude this video. What do you think about this secret PlayStation exclusive in development by Quentin Cobb? He is working on a project in a secret studio. We don't know what it is, and this one is probably going to be one that we're not going to hear about for a little while, but hopefully it is something special. Fallout 76 has been officially confirmed. What do you think about it? Are you not yet sold? What do you think about the fact that the game is going to have some sort of online component? Pretty interesting information there. It looks to be that Shadows Die Twice had some details leaked. I'm still not buying it as pure fact, but it is so specific that I do buy into it a little bit. And finally, again, those deals available right now. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, available for $40, a little bit less at $39.53 to be exact. And the PSVR headset is available at $200 flat. Both of those deals will be in the description box down below. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.